all want to do something big, but we cannot just master the courage to put ourselves out there because we are afraid of being laughed at. Start hiding who you are meant to be. But the very version of yourself that you don't want others to see is what the world needs to see. If you clicked on this video, I bet we have the same mindset. We have been thinking about the same thing, we all want to do something big, but we cannot just master the courage to put ourselves out there because we are afraid of being laughed at. Isn't it bizarre how we know that as women, although we can achieve a lot if we want to, we allow the fear of being seen failing, the fear of being seen trying and looking stupid hold us back from doing the very things we know could make us great. But how do we expect to evolve into our best self when we are afraid of the process? How do we expect to learn how to run when we are constantly afraid of falling? It's high time we stop allowing the fear of other people discovering our weaknesses hold us back from zooming into greatness. Because says, you know what, that the very things that you are afraid of doing right now are the exact things you need to do to be whom you want to be. And I'm glad you clicked on this video because I'm going to show you some of the things that I have been doing which you could also do to help you stop sabotaging yourself and start working on your dream self. First of all, is to go full chemo, like go all in. See, except you stand up for yourself, nobody's coming to give you that push. That business, if you want to start, that blog, that gym membership, you gotta give it some kind of intentionality. I know you might already hear what I just said from somewhere, but some of us have been dreaming for too long. We have all these beautiful plans in our head, but we take no action because we are afraid it might not be enough. But that feeling of hopelessness in the plan that you have should be a sign that you need to give it a try and go all in. No matter how big, small, stupid your idea looks, just give it a try. If it works out, you gain everything. But if it fails, you lose nothing by dreaming big. You rather gain a mountain of experience and a pool of insights for your next gig. Next up is to forget what anybody thinks. And now you are afraid you're going to look stupid because one way or the other, you are looking for validation. You expect a lot of good compliments. And right now, I can picture you picturing yourself cringing at the sight of criticism because that's exactly what's going to happen. Because even if you cough in the most polite way, people will have a problem. So long as people are involved, you would never be enough. But you not being enough is what makes you unique. You should find out one thing you love about yourself, how that makes you stand out, and how that can become an unfair advantage for you. And of course, you have to make room for constructive feedback, but it is the very things about you that makes you feel old that the world has to see. There is something so special about you which you need to share with the world. And it's not everyone who is going to like it, but share it and don't let anyone dampen your spirit. For myself, I hated my voice and the way I spoke from the very beginning. I didn't like it because it made me feel very old among my peers. But one day I was in class and then a friend recommended me for a voice-over gig because he thought I had a very good voice. I was like, whoa, the very thing that I hated has become the asset that is putting food on my table right now. The fear of what people might think can make you hide your authentic self. This very fear cripples your authentic self, and then you start putting on another character just so other people can see. You start hiding who you are meant to be. But the very version of yourself that you don't want others to see is what the world needs to see. That version of you makes you very real. You don't need any script to act out that version. You are so authentic and you are able to flow in that version. It makes other people connect with you, and there's no wonder that people who are their authentic selves sell a lot. Like whatever they do, they get people to get involved because authenticity sells a lot, and when it does, it can give you a lot of profits. There are a lot of creators out there who are making it big time because they are being themselves. Forget about the fact that people who don't like you. Not everybody will like you because there are people outside who are like you who is waiting for somebody like them to represent them. And that's when you are able to connect to people. You are able to find your niche. You are able to find your group. Next thing I want to talk about is to start small. I said in the first point that you should give it your all, but you can't give it your all if you don't start small. Yeah, some people are able to have the advantage to start big, but if you don't have what it takes to start big, you can start small no matter how low it is. Taking baby steps are very much okay because they help you learn how to crawl, walk, and run. Every idea you have needs to start from somewhere. If you want to start exercising, start walking 2 blocks every day. If you want to start blogging or becoming a YouTuber, start journaling. I've been journaling since I was a child, and I had no idea that today I'll be writing scripts for YouTube videos. And I started my video diaries in 2019, and although I lost that pen drive right now, I had no idea that I will be shooting and filming videos like this. It is what we are doing right now that will take us where we want to be. And so we need to start no matter how small and embarrassing it looks. When I look at some of my YouTube videos right now, God, Like, they feel so embarrassing and cringy and clumsy, but it's okay. My messes are okay. My embarrassment, those times people see my videos and like, oh God, what's this? But it's okay. Even though I'm not where I want to be right now, I know there's been a lot of improvement. The improvement is what we are talking about. Is that incremental change that you don't even notice that will take you to where you want to be. So don't look down on yourself. Don't think that you don't have all it takes to start something, so you want to start. Start small. No matter how small it is, no matter how ugly it is, just start something. The thing I want us to talk about is that everybody feels the same. So probably you are thinking that everybody's going to laugh at you. Everybody thinks you're ugly. Everybody thinks that you don't have what it takes to do what you want to do. But somebody somewhere is also thinking that you are going to laugh at them for doing the things that they want to do. And so we are all caught up in this loop of what if A, B, C. And at the end of the day, nobody gets anything done. And that's why you have to put yourself out there. Consider your fear of being seen as a sign that you have something the world needs to see. And that could be the answer somebody has been expecting all their life. It's not about you, but what you owe the world. God has placed in you a lot of talent, and so don't let it die with you. You know the story of Elisha, how Elisha died, but there was still power in his bones. And I may be entirely wrong, but why couldn't Elisha bequeath that power to somebody who could make use of it in the land of the living? You don't have to die with your talent in you, guys. That's all I'm saying. Alright, let me know if you like this kind of video so I could do more for you. Are you also masking yourself behind the fear of being seen, and so you are not reaching your full potential, guys? Make sure that you do not die with your talent. Thank you for watching, and until I see you next time, take care.